I actually lied to you guys when I said that all my color work like this and like this is tapestry crochet. There are actually 3 different techniques for color changing, and the key to getting a really clean color change is to choose the technique that works best for your project. First, I'll show you real tapestry crochet, and this is something that I typically avoid unless I'm only working with 2 colors, because as you can see, tapestry crochet has a tendency to be visible from the front side of the piece. Here I am demonstrating how to do proper tapestry crochet. As you can see, I hold the blue piece and I crochet over it with the pink as I go. And when I get to the end, I just switch it off as I normally would. In a second, I'll show you the back. It's a little easier to see from the back that I'm holding that blue piece and crocheting over the top. The second technique is Fair Isle crochet, and I usually use Fair Isle for situations where there's just very small amounts of color next to each other. And when you turn Fair Isle over, you end up with something that looks a little bit like this, floats going across the piece. Here's the demonstration of Fair Isle. I'm not crocheting over the blue. Instead, when it's time to do the change, I just grab the blue. And it's easier to see from the back. You can see I'm not crocheting over, I just pull the blue up and change it. The final technique is known as intarsia, and some people also call this cutting and adding. And intarsia would be used when there are large sections of one color, so like here, or the pink hair here. And when you turn it over, you see that there's no overlap on the other side. So for the intarsia demonstration, as you can see, I'm not going to pull the blue. Instead, I'm going to get a new piece of blue and bring it in once I reach the other section. And I'll flip it over in just a minute so you can see. Intarsia is very interesting because instead of going across, you kind of do your color changes up and down. So I'm pulling the blue from the row before instead of pulling it across. Here's that final sample from the back. These first 2 pink rows are tapestry, these 2 rows are Fair Isle, and these last 2 rows are intarsia. But from the front, it's mostly the same except for the tapestry rows, where you can kind of see that blue coming through. Because I don't care a lot about what the back of the work looks like, I use a combination of Fair Isle and intarsia. So you can see here, I used the yarn floats, which is the Fair Isle technique, but where I had big sections of orange and red, I used intarsia.